I'm Mark Neubauer. My wife Monica is doing the filming. We wanted to give you a couple of details. People have been asking about some of the specs and sizes for what we did in our van. One of the things that drove our design was we wanted two separate beds that turned into one big bed. So that once you decide how you want your beds, that'll drive the design for the rest of your space.
What size van do you have?
This is a Promaster 136 wheelbase.
Right, so it's the smaller of the choices with the Promaster.
Right.
Okay, and now how long are those beds?
They are 76 inches long.
All right, so you can sleep on it. Just show us how. Can you sleep on them as twins? Show us what the bed does.
Yep, you can sleep in them as twins, or you can take this table off and drop it in the middle, and then there's panels on the back of the van here.
He's talking about the panels. We're going to take a look here. Show us the panels there.
These panels come off, and then they lay in here
right
along
there
with the table, and then the cushions turn this way, and it makes about a king-size bed, so about a 76 by 70 or 75 by 76 inch bed.
Why do you have those metal things on the edge of those pieces?
Well, one of the considerations as I was building was I wanted the materials that I used to be as light as possible. So 3/4 inch plywood is really heavy. So this is actually laminated boards together, very, very light. And then in order to give it strength, we did some aluminum U-channel for the edges.
Yep, to give it strength.
Yep.
Because you see there, it's put together like this way, so it had to have some perpendicular strength.
Right.
All right, show us your table. Let me step up here. Show us your table.
This is a Laguna Table. One of probably the best piece of advice I got from watching other people's YouTube videos. Actually, probably one of the only good pieces of advice I got from watching YouTube videos.
What? You learned what you didn't want to do by watching other people's videos.
But I didn't find any that did what I wanted to do, which was the two twin beds that turned into one big bed in a 136 and how to do it. So I'm sure that they're out there. I just didn't find
Right, that wasn't the kind of videos you
But
found.
I love this table because you can, it's just so flexible, and you can move it to get in and out. So when you're only working with this much space, you want to be able to move the table out of the way easily, and that's fantastic. Plus you can swing it over to make your kitchen bigger. Oops.
Yeah, we have to take that cushion out to make the...
Yeah, this comes down, and then you can...
Yeah, and you can raise it up and down,
raise it up and down, too, so it can even come up higher. So.
But the way you just had it with the cushion behind it, that's how we drive with it, too. We put both of these back cushions behind it, and we tighten up the table against the cushions, and it holds them steady.
Them in place. Yep.
Okay, I want you to talk about some of the dimensions of the bed down here. How tall is your bed? Or how tall is that off the ground?
It is 19 3/8 of an inch, and that was...
Up to here, this is 19 3/8 of an inch, sort of-ish?
Yes, I believe so. It might be... I think that might be to the bottom here, so...
Right, because tell the people what you were thinking about when you decided the height.
So the main thing is we had this
Well, let me come around to the other side.
We had a slide out on the refrigerator, and so it was to be able to have this with just a little bit of clearance on top of it. So it's about a 1/2 inch clearance.
And you were also thinking, go ahead and sit down there, since you have a tall upper body.
Right.
We wanted to make sure that you would fit under the cabinets and could sit there.
Correct.
And right now it looks like it doesn't fit, but you can see that he does fit under the cabinets there.
Yeah. And I can fit under here, no problem too, in the back.
Right, no problem. Yeah, and so it was kind of like the perfect mesh with that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to say anything about your drawers?
Well, we did 2 drawers in the cabinet here, and initially we had just the cheap Euro slides on there, but they really are too noisy, and they can slide out all the way. If you forget to latch it, your drawer ends up outside. So
yeah, do you think we learned that the hard way? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like, I don't know, it probably happened 6 times. So put some same sliders here on these drawers. we have nicer drawer sliders in our van than we do in our kitchen at home.
And then you put another drawer back
And then
there.
there's another drawer back here.
All right, so show
Another
us here.
big,
You
deep
have a
drawer.
drawer there, a deep drawer.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got your refrigerator up here. And what kind of power do you have then?
This is Energy Apex solar. So this can be easily connected to solar panels, but we don't have solar panels yet. That's just another big expense that we didn't want to put in right now. So
Because we're weekenders.
right. So this will run the everything that we need, including the fridge. Just like anything else, the hotter the day, the more that fridge is going to run. So I finally hooked it up so that we can charge it. We have a hot 12 volt here that runs all the time, so I could plug that in and start charging the battery, but it would run down the battery. So while we're driving, we can plug that in and charge our extra battery. So
that's cool. Show them your cabinets. Kind of dark in here now.
Yeah.
I want to.
So Monica helped me level the van so we could figure out exactly how to make these cabinets perpendicular, and we found out that from the base of this frame here, it's about 1 7/8 inches difference than the top where it hits the frame. So again, I wanted to keep them as light as possible, so I made them out of 1/2 inch and just did my faces in 3/4 inch. So, and this is 3/4 inch and then 1/4 inch for the inset.
All right, and what did you use for your ceiling, and what's your suggestion there?
Ceiling was challenging. I initially went with something that I picked up from 70 Savage. He is a tall guy, and he's actually like 6'3", and he wanted to preserve as much height as possible. So he used rare earth magnets, neodymium magnets, to hold up his ceiling against the frame, but I found it to be problematic when you're on rough roads.
Yeah. So now you have the same ceiling, you still have that nice thin wood, but now you've screwed it in.
I took out the magnets, put in 1/2 inch strips on the framing, and then put in a header board and a rear board, and mounted them with screws.
All right, and so we have the swivel chair, which makes you a bit taller. That was a little challenging in the Rocky Mountains.
Yep.
What did you do on the floor?
Floor is just 1/2 inch, the pink hardboard insulation and minimal framing, and then 3/4 inch subfloor, just plywood on top.
Okay, come back here and show us these curtains. Y'all are gonna love these curtains. I just think they're so fantastic. This was such a smart idea for curtains.
Curtains are, I sewed some magnets that I had extra from the ceiling into the top hem and bottom hem of the curtain, so that they can be easily taken off, which we take them off when we drive, so there's no need for them.
Right.
And then we have another large curtain for the side window as well.
And we also have blackout curtains that we hang down. They're not up right now, but we have those over the front in the chair.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any final words for our viewers here, Mark?
No, if you're thinking about doing a van build and you want some more details on this, I'll try to answer some questions. I'm not very good at checking Facebook stuff, so but Monica can tell me if there's anything.
Yeah, we'll do that. And oh, one more thing. What about air conditioning? Did you do air conditioning?
No, I didn't, because that would technically make this a camper and against my HOA rules. So I just have a freestanding air conditioner that fits right in between these two front seats, and I have it vented out one of the windows. And so anytime you're on shore power, which you'd have to have it for shore power anyway, that runs through too much battery life unless you've had like a 6 block of lithium batteries, which would be
A lot.
about $6,000 worth of batteries.
There you go. Well, finish up real quick with the cushions. What did you ordered the cushions from where, and then you found you needed to do what?
Initially I ordered them from Phone by Mail. They were pretty reasonable for just doing the covers as well. It's just a cotton twill. I ordered the high quality foam and found it to be too firm for sleeping, so I ended up getting a 2-inch, reordering some 2-inch foam.
Instead of what's this?
Well, this is the 2-inch foam,
Right.
and then I have a 2-inch memory foam on top of it, so which is what I'm used to sleeping on at home. So it's turned out to be.
So you
much more
originally
comfortable.
ordered a 4-inch wide, and you went back and ordered a 2-inch wide and added
4-inch high, yeah.
Yeah, 4-inch high. Sorry. Yeah, and then so it was smaller with the memory foam on top.
Yep.
And I can tell you, we slept great on that.
Yep, no problem.
All right, we're out.
Take care.